Have you ever encountered a WordPress site and thought, wow, I wonder what theme they are using? Maybe, maybe not. But it's a common question that I receive a dozen emails every month asking what themes I run on my own websites. So today I'm going to show you how you can find a theme for any WordPress website. Hi everyone, welcome to the WPQuickies series, bite-sized WordPress tips and tricks in 30 minutes or less. Hi, I'm Will Brown, WordPress consultant and educator. I help WordPress designers and developers get more clients and grow their WordPress businesses. Before we start, just some housekeeping. We have a Facebook group, so you can search it on Facebook. It's called WordPress Sydney Meetup. If you don't want to ask any questions online, that's okay. You can ask in the Facebook group as well. And the Facebook group is where we're broadcasting today. And also, I'll send all the links as well, the presentation and the links mentioned in there as well. I'll put them on the Meetup page in the Facebook group. Remember to put a thumbs up, press subscribe, connect with me on LinkedIn if you're on some of the socials as well. Also, check out WPAustralia.org. That'll tell you all the WordPress meetups that are happening in Australia and lots of good information for those. And there's also a link to the WP Australia Slack group, which is our real-time chat system. So have a look at that. I'll leave that on the screen for a few seconds. There we go, done. And let me just go to the next slide. Here we go. So I'm always looking for some topics, the WP Quickies, just so I can maybe queue up for next year, for going on forwards. If you'd like to do that, you can scan the QR code after the video or follow that link and just jot down a few topics that I can maybe talk about, maybe about 20 minutes chatting with a little bit of time for Q&A as well. Let me know who you are and where you're from in the comments. We've got Alan from Annandale. Hi, Alan. Nice to have you on board, and Jonathan as well from Greenpoint, New South Wales. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. I really do appreciate the following. Okay, let's jump into the talk today. Okay, so WP theme finder. So let's look at 4 ways. I've got 4 ways to find which theme a WordPress website is currently using. Now, I am a code junkie, so I'm going to go straight to the HTML source code. Now, if you don't know what that is, then on pretty much any web browser, you can go to the homepage of the website, right-hand click anywhere within the browser screen, and you'll come up with the little pop-up menu. And right down the bottom somewhere, you'll get this view page source or view source for those. And usually it's associated with the hotkey Control U as well for that. If you click on that, then it's going to pop up a separate window kind of like this. So this is all the HTML that your web page or the web page is built from. Now, it's not something we often look at, and for beginners, it's going to be a bit scary to see all this stuff around about. But it is one of the best places to find out which theme a WordPress website is using. Now, once you've got this source code page open, you can do a Control F. So we're doing a find, a search. And then we want to put in / themes and then a / again, and search for that throughout the code. In this example, it's found 6 instances of that particular phrase. So we're basically looking for the theme folder in WordPress, the URL that contains the theme folder. And the first 2 have been highlighted there. And we've got, let's see. So the 2 highlighted on screen, they are themes / generate press and /theme / Will Brown. And those are the 2 pink arrows on the right-hand side for those. Now, why are there 2 different highlighted themes? Well, it's because my Will Brown self-developed theme is a child theme of Generate Press. And if you look really, really closely at the line with the Will Brown theme, that's the very kind of last line at the bottom there. It has an HTML ID that says generate-child-CSS. And that's a very small arrow that's pointing down the way towards the bottom left of the screen. And with that little bit of information, that kind of gives us a bit of a clue that it's from a child theme. It is an actual child theme and not the parent theme there. So that would be my first port of call. Would be to look at the code. I'm a developer, so I always go into the code for those. And then once you've got that, once you've got the name, so in this case, the theme was called Will Brown. Once you got that, then it's off to Google. And then we want to Google to see if that's a publicly available theme. And what you do is you put WordPress space theme in quotes. So you're looking for that exact phrase. And then using a logical operator called and then you're putting in the name of the theme that you find in the source code. For instance, this one was Will Brown. And then you search. If there's no results that comes up, if there's no theme repository that comes up, then chances are that that theme is custom developed. Otherwise, you're probably going to get a link to Code Canyon or WordPress.org or Themify or one of the other big theme repositories from there. So that's the first way to find any WordPress theme, is to look at this page source code, and we're looking for the /themes, which is the directory in which our themes are stored in WordPress. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be referenced in one or two ways. And from there, you can kind of pick out, if it's a main theme or if it's a child theme, and definitely the name of the folder that it's running. Then off to Google and find out what it is. Okay, number two. The next one I have. So we're getting away from code. Okay, say bye code, and we're looking at actual WordPress websites is going to help find that WordPress theme now. So the first one here is called What WP Theme Is That? The link is there on the screen. Now this is our first easy tool that we're going to look at. I performed a search, in fact, all the searches on my willbrown.com website, and you can see I've put in the URL. Now there's not much to the site other than entering the site URL you want to snoop on and clicking on that little magnifying glass. So let's go for that and see what happens. Right, so here's the results that come back. The results are in all one big long page. I've just chopped up a little bit just for a little bit of conciseness on the presentation. So this site correctly identifies the theme name, the author and version. The theme shot, however, is screenshot is not correct. That's definitely not the screenshot from my custom theme. I'm not quite sure what that one is, probably GeneratePress. The site also mentions that the current theme is a child theme of GeneratePress, and it displays some details for the GeneratePress theme. So the GeneratePress parent theme is on the right-hand side there, and it's got, you probably can't see, it's a little bit too small, but it's got things like theme name, theme homepage, the author, author homepage, description, version, all of that sort of stuff you get if you click on the more information when it comes in the WordPress theme and admin dashboard. And on the right-hand side, sorry, left-hand side, get mixed up, this is the theme details it's found. So it's found the theme name is Will Brown. The theme homepage is basically stripping out some details from the theme. However, it's not got any more information because it can't find that in any theme repository because, it's my own custom developed theme for that. But it has correctly identified that it's a child theme based on the parent theme. So that's quite useful for that. This website also does identify a list of plugins as well. So here it's detected WordPress plugins. Again, this is a long screenshot. It's a long vertical screenshot. I've just cropped it here, but it's found here. It's found the first 4 plugins. So content views, and then content views pro, counterblock, cookie law information, and it kind of goes on as well. So apart from, as well as looking at the theme, it also kind of gives a list of all the plugins that are used, which might be helpful. If you want to reconstruct a particular WordPress website, you really don't know where to start or what things has been used to build it. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, and these all have relatively similar names, so it can be a bit confusing. Number 3 is WordPress Theme Detector, and this is from WP Beginner. I'll just get rid of myself there. So there's the URL. So wpbeginner.com/tools and then WordPress-theme-detector. Now, this tool is very, very basic. So the tool before did themes and it also did plugins. This one just does themes. So it just does what it says on the tin. It's just a WordPress theme detector. So again, I ran that through my website, willbrown.com. And again, the interface is super simple. Just add the website URL and click on the Analyze Website button. And then the results are super simple as well, as this tool only returns the theme information, no plugin data at all. Now, this tool correctly identifies that the theme on the site is likely a custom developed theme because there's no information about the child and its parent themes in whatever database or whatever system that they're using to try and identify this. So it has come up with the title of the theme. It's come up with a hosting provider, which is not correct. And there's a link to click on the who is, which will then link out to the domain to try and give you a little bit more information about that website. Now, it's saying no theme found, but it does say that it uses GeneratePress for that. And then it suggests that this is probably a custom made theme specifically for this website. And that's all it does. So pretty simple. If you want to quickly find what theme it is, you can run by that one. So that was tool number or method number 3. Last one I want to go today is a WP theme detector. See, they all got similar names. So WP theme detector's interface, again, it's super simple and similar to the other tools. Enter the target URL and click on the button to experience the magic of a WPTD. I just love all the words these people use to try and distinguish their tool from others. Okay, so again, running it through the willbrown.com website, the results from this tool, they correctly show that the custom developed theme, which is Will Brown, and Generate Press as the parent theme. You get a little bit of information. It's tried to generate a preview from there, but it's got a bit stuck generating that preview, and that's why that little image is there. But it correctly got the version number, the author. It knows that it's a parent theme of Generate Press, and it's brought up some Generate Press details as well. So I'm looking at my other monitor because it's a bit bigger. It's got the Generate Press details as well, and some links to download themes and whatever. So I was quite happy with the way that this one worked. It was good information that it brought up, and it was all linked together quite nicely. And this tool as well, it also shows the scraped plugin data from the WordPress website. So again, I've cropped this just so it can fit onto screen. But our detection tools have found 15 plugins, which is correct. I've got 15 plugins in those. I've actually got a couple of MU plugins as well. They didn't detect those, just the public ones. But it's found content views there. It's found the pro version. It's found the pro version for those as well. So it listed all the plugins, and there's a little link to download the plugin, so it knows where they're from, whether that's Code Canyon, whether that's the WordPress.org repository or some other private repository. So all the links work for that. So again, a really good tool for finding out what themes our WordPress website has been developed with, but also the plugin data as well. Again, as I say, if you want to build, if you see a WordPress website, you think that that's quite nifty, I want to replicate that, then all of these tools, except for maybe the WP beginner one, will give you good information about what they use, if it's a custom theme or if it's a child theme, what the parent theme is, and a list of all the plugins that they've used to build that website with. So a really good starter for 10. If you don't really know what to do, maybe if you're a beginner and you're looking to replicate one of these sites, or if you're moving into a particular industry or niche, like vertical industries, maybe plumbers, electricians, tradies, things like that, and you see a WordPress website that looks really, really nice and you want to copy it, be inspired by it, then one of these tools would be a good starting place for you to have a look at, see what theme that person has used and what plugins have been used to build up that website. Okay, so there you go. Those are my 4 ways of finding out which theme a WordPress site uses. Whichever method you choose, it's pretty easy to find out which WordPress theme a site is using, whether you're a code junkie and you go to the HTML, or whether you use one of the website tools. And again, a couple of those tools, they had plugin information, which was really helpful as well if you're looking to kind of further build out that website on your own. Any questions, you can throw them in the chat box just now. I'm happy to answer those. Meanwhile, here's my contact information. I'll get rid of myself at the moment. So please do connect with me. I've got my own website. I've been mentioning it quite a lot during this this event, which is willbrown.com. Please do visit that, see what's there. There's new content coming every week. I'm developing courses as well for WordPress business owners. So you can have a look at some of the courses I've got there. But please do connect with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. I've got a question from Jonathan. Jonathan asks, do you have any hints for using WordPress's feature finder? Feature finder, what is that? What is that? What does that mean, Jonathan? Can you explain that a little bit more? Is that a tool, or is that a plugin or something like that? Let me know. Sharon says, thanks. Have a great day. Yep, have a great day to you as well. Jonathan, you're not able to follow up. That's okay. You can drop down and slap that in the Facebook group, and I'll try and figure out what's going on there for you. But just off the top of my head, I'm not quite sure what the feature finder is for those. And before we go, here's another one. Alan says, our goddaughter wanted me to build her website. We asked her to show us something she liked. It wasn't WordPress, but I asked the WordPress staff, and they pointed me to a similar one. Yep. I think if you use a website called BuiltWith, so builtwith.com, then it will show you all the different components that a website is built with. So it's not a WordPress specific, but if you want to figure out what a website is using, then builtwith.com is really good. Run the website through there. It shows you all the different components, frameworks, styles, features that website is using, and then you can maybe have an idea as to how it was built with those. So Jonathan comes back with add theme feature finder. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, Jonathan. I'll have a look into that and see if we can answer that on the Facebook group. Okay, everyone, thanks very much for today. I know it's a quick one. It was a quick quickie today. Join me next week where I am going to be talking about removing WP core blocks. So why would you want to do that? Well, I've recently created a client website, and we've actually found some replacement blocks. So it's built in GeneratePress. So it uses Gutenberg, or you shouldn't call it Gutenberg, the block editor. And we found replacement blocks for some of the core blocks that WordPress comes with that weren't particularly great. For example, the code one isn't particularly great. So we replaced that with an actual proper syntax finding code block for that. But these are marketing people that we're dealing with, and they just see two code blocks and it's like, well, which one do I use? I'll use that one, then I'll use that one, and then it's like, well, why do they look different? So in this particular case, where we actually removed some of the WP core blocks, so that removed that confusion for everyone. So it's just that one block that you use. So that's what I'm going to be concentrating on next week, is removing the WordPress core blocks. How to do that? It's going to involve a bit of code, but that's okay. I'll introduce it nice and easily for you. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Take care.